I'm filled with a love craft and bang energy drink.
I decided that you should eat a big bag of dick.
This whole beach was completely covered in dicks. If somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
I'd say, my name is Greg Abbott.
Yep. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Nothing Out Live. All right. Texas. We were going to talk about the witch hunt, but I couldn't find it because I'm stupid. But we're going to finish this off right before we get to this dick. He says some funny shit.
Yeah, we've gotten rid of the Dick of the Week segment, and then all of a sudden it's dicks. Dicks all up and down the beach.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Continuing. Sorry. The love of
Take two.
action. Continuing to investigate the parents of transgender youth.
Good use of your justice system.
Yeah, great. I'm sure that all of your employees are very grateful for the paycheck you're giving them to basically drown your own social services organization.
Looking at you, Uvalde.
Parents of transgender youth could put Texas's Child Protection Agency over the brink of collapse, a group that staffers in a new court filing. In an August 25th.
By the way, this is from the Dallas Morning News.
In an August 25th brief filed with the Austin Appeals Court, 16 current and former employees of the Department of Family and Protective Services said there has been an exodus from the agency to hamper its ability to perform necessary functions. They urged the court to keep the abuse investigations on hold while the policy continues to be litigated. Okay, so what's happening here is employees are jumping overboard because they can't stand watching children being yanked from their parents' arms because said parents are trying to support their children in living authentically. These kids are going into foster care because their parents love them.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It's funny as hell. It's like, hey, Texas, we'll take all your migrants. We'll take all your doctors. We'll take all your Department of Family Protection Services, too. We'll take them. Why not?
Also, we'll take your senators and we'll drown them.
Yeah. You can have more cops arresting pregnant women because that's just a great use.
Oh, by the way, we'll take your pregnant women.
Politically motivated decision to compel DFPS employees like themselves to investigate non-abusive, loving, and supportive families who merely rely in good faith on their doctor's advice would put DFPS over the brink. The great mass of DFPS employees did not choose the child welfare profession to break up loving families who, with no ill motive, malice, or negligence towards their child, are simply following medical advice, administering medicine under doctor's supervision.
I want to bring up a story that we talked about months and months ago. The Attorney General of Texas was kind of total dick, and he kind of spearheaded a witch hunt against parents who are raising transgender kids.
Dude, the Family Values Freedom Party is literally telling you to snitch on people that got an abortion.
Yeah, they're taking the family values and beating themselves over the head to death with it.
God.
So this Attorney General was, very anti-trans, and one of his employees said, look, I have a transgender son. Come over to dinner at my house and see for yourself.
Shot in the face.
How healthy and normal my family is.
Right.
So he came over, they had dinner. He and the trans son watched this 8-year-old boy. And guess what happened after that? Did he change his mind and say, okay, I agree?
Had the whole family, he had the whole family arrested.
He had the family investigated. Yeah, he immediately turned them in and had them investigated for child abuse.
Texas.
They invited him into their home, and he turned on them.
Texas says to Alabama, hold my beer.
Yeah, in the asshole.
God, what are you guys so fucking afraid of? Like, I don't get it. There were dudes that were cool that dressed a certain way, but that wasn't how I dressed. Dressed my own way, in my own cool way, right? Like sundresses. What? No, I mean, this is like
Yeah, we're about the same
there was like the
size.
starter jacket, like gangster dudes. There was the starter jacket, actual jocks. And there was like the letter guys. And then there was like me, normal dressed for the time, which meant tapered pants with buckles down the sides and a trench coat and a fedora, a wide brim fedora.
Hot.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. So, yeah. Anyway, Texas, you just, you never cease to amaze me.
I know, you never cease to disgust and turn my stomach and challenge my gag reflex.
Yeah, I don't think we should able Greg Abbott. I think we should take away all the.
Take
Like,
away all
he
the
should not
ramps.
be able to use ramps.
He should not have any accommodations.
Yeah, right.
And I would like to offer that tree a second chance.
Now, this next thing we're back to this vampire, and some shit that he said. Now, keep in mind, he is an actual doctor. He's a fake doctor. He's a shill, but he's also an actual doctor.
He has a license to
And
practice.
it-
You know what? I don't know that that's true.
And I believe he's speaking to Greg Abbott. You know, when he's like, "Pull yourself up."
Oh, there's a hey, how many brain cells are in
Are
that
you ready for
room?
this? You ready for this? You ready for this guy? This
entertain me.
down to earth,
Enlighten,
everyday man.
enlighten,
He
entertain.
shoots a gun
and
with his
inform me.
kid.
I don't think you ought to hire smokers. I know it's hard to do. 21 states in this country allow private companies not to hire smokers. 29 don't. I appreciate you've all been through this and this conversation. It's, from my perspective, indefensible for us to spend 15% more money at the same time letting people hurt themselves. We have to be smarter than this. You know, for every complex solution or rather every complex problem is an easy solution. It's usually wrong. In this case, we actually have a solution that's going to become, which is to find out ways of making it at least legal in every one of the states in America for employers not to have to hire a smoker. And if it's messaged right, I care about you. I'm here for you. I'll pay for your smoking cessation. I want to hire you, but I can't do it if you're doing this. I think that message will actually resonate.
The fuck did you just say? Oh, buddy.
So you're supposed to pick yourself up by the bootstraps, but you can't get a job if you're a smoker.
Dude, do you think that's going to resonate with people from Philly?
You think it's going to resonate with people from Texas?
Yeah.
I mean,
dude.
California probably has, percentage-wise, probably has far fewer smokers than the kind of states that would like him. But
This
yeah,
is-
Philly.
This is your everyday in touch man. This is what he's talking about. And he's
But he's talking about punishing people by giving them jobs. I can understand, okay, they're not eligible for certain benefits or programs if you smoke. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but denying them employment, I mean, that's just like basic Republican libertarianism 101
right.
is gotta let it work.
Really? Sure? You sure? You sure you got to make them work?
You gotta let them work.
Okay. There you. But wait, there's more. He goes on because he, as if you have, he's talked about incest. Everybody knows he's talked about incest.
Yeah, he loves talking.
Smash away, third cousin, smash away. Ugh. European.
Oh, second cousin, I think.
Oh, even
I think
second
he said.
cousin. Yeah.
I think he said.
So as long as you both don't have hemophilia, that's what he said.
Wow, that's opening it up.
Yep. Here we go.
When you go home today, what should you do? I think you ought to think about 15-minute physicals. Your local hospitals will fund these. They're incredibly inexpensive and more of a festival-like setting. It's not scary. I mentioned earlier that almost everybody who comes to our 15-minute physicals has a job, but a lot don't have insurance. Give them a way of crawling back out of the abyss of darkness, of fear over not having the health they need. Access, a chance to get health.
Don't give healthcare. Give people the chance to have access to healthcare.
In other words, have them crawl back from the abyss. Give them the opportunity to
I
crawl
have
back
no
from the abyss.
fucking idea where he was going with that.
Like he's comparing healthcare to buying a car or buying a Porsche. It's like work really hard, save your money, you can buy a Porsche. Work really hard, save your money, you can get health insurance.
Right.
You can get health care.
They're always going to put healthcare just out of reach for people. Like that's just what they do. Now, not to be out by incest comments, apparently this noted cardiologist cardiothoracic surgeon
Cardiothoracic connoisseur.
is obsessed with your dick.
He's obsessed with
Oh
your
wait, I'm
dick.
sorry. I fucked that up. Hold on. I fucked that up.
Let me bring this up in different context because hardening the arteries happens in the kidneys. It happens in the male organ, which is one of the reasons this came up yesterday in our conversation with your spouses, by the way, issues of intimacy. But
Was he talking about your issues? He was talking to your women to find out which one of you ain't putting it up the right way, dude. Dude, look at this savage. This guy is a savage, man.
He's figuring
He
out which-
separated the wives and talked to them, probably mostly the smoking hot ones, about
Yeah.
whether they're about their men.
Yeah, he's
were,
like, well, I'll take care of their
Yeah,
needs, and
hey, baby,
I'll
I'm in the penthouse.
I got a deal with a pharmaceutical company, and my dick is
It goes on.
doors open.
This is how expert.
it
medical-
also, because it's for the male, it's the dipstick of health, right? If that part of your body's not working, it's not because you don't care. It's because
The
other parts of your body
dipstick.
aren't working either. And it's also happening in your
Look
brain.
at it!
He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah.
It's like, what the
I wish I
fuck?
could put that up.
Oh my
I don't know
god!
if I can find that real quick.
Yeah,
Bet I can. But
yeah. Is
go-
this in Showtime?
yeah. Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
let me make
Do
sure it's in.
not mess up. No,
You won't let me touch it, of
no, because you'll ruin it.
course.
So yeah, look at the look on this motherfucker's face.
Okay, well.
Well, that
it's
was the
not-
end
oh,
of it.
There it is.
But it especially happens here.
You have to find
I will. But
the
go on.
dipstick.
Yeah,
the
go on. Yeah, I
dipstick
want to
of
hear your.
health.
I want to hear your. your take on that. Ugh.
Does he mean what is so he's talking about dipstick, like sticking the dick in something?
He says, okay, so like if your junk's not working, it's not because you're not horny, it's because your wife's ugly. It's because you're ugly, probably, and your wife doesn't like you, and you probably can't get it up because you're a pig.
Well, no, he said something reasonable. He said if your dick's not working, basically, he said this. He's talking about hardening of the arteries. And if you have that, yeah, it's possible your dick doesn't work because it's not getting enough blood.
Yeah.
But he's referring to it as the dipstick of health. I just
Yeah,
think-
no, I mean that's how
Is that how
that's
doctors
how
talk?
doctors speak. That's Dr. 101. What are you talking
Well, my
about?
gynecologist calls it the twat.
The taco of health.
Yeah, the honey pot of
Is
happiness.
that what it is?
That's what my OBGYN calls it.
Book early and save. You're on your trip to watch the glaciers all melt. The glaciers are the dipstick of health
Of the planet.
of the planet. There you go. That's it right there. Oh, Mike McGraw. He's dope.
You say, I love my finger.
This is great.
In the male
This
organ.
last picture. So
which
he
is
just
one of the
did this
reasons
for
we
you
just
guys.
came up
This is his
yesterday in our
last picture.
conversation with your spouses, by the way. Issues of intimacy, but it also, because it's for the male, it's the dipstick of health, right? If that part of your body is not working, it's not because you don't care. It's other parts of your body aren't working either. And it's also happening.
This guy's like, he's talking. It's like he's talking right into my soul.
No, he's going. Can somebody cut this guy's mic? Did you know he was going to say all this shit?
That's the governor of Alaska.
Somebody cut his mic, please.
That's the governor of Alaska. This is either Sarah.
He's going.
What the fuck
Holy
is he
shit.
talking?
Is
Why
this
is
the world I
no?
live
He's
in
like,
now?
why is the camera pointed at me?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
this is
going.
great.
Does he think my dick doesn't work?
We'll meme the shit out of that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
governor-
You got to take a photo. The problem is there's
Wait.
no context. It's only funny,
If I would have known the camera was
Dr.
on me, I
Oz
would
is
have
talking.
laughed my ass off. We're like, fuck you point that
You
shit
say,
at
"Hey, Dr. Oz, does your dick work?"
me. I love the joy on his face.
I
too.
know, I know.
But yeah, Dr. Oz, he thinks you should you should have free access to the possibility of getting health care. That's what I learned. What did you learn from Dr. Oz?
Well, it sounds like he's only catering to men.
He's incest with
Well, he's catering to men, but he's also talking to their wives.
yeah, he's cool with smashing second cousins, and he believes that if you're, and I bet in there too, he's just like, I bet right outside is like one of his Nuvia or whatever his fucking brand of shit that he shills for on his show. I bet they have like a kiosk right there outside.
Yeah, and the bottle says, "For your dipstick of health."
Oh my god, this asshole. this asshole and this asshole. Governor is just like,
The whole dipstick of health thing, it sounds like a joke you and I would make up.
all right. Well, when we come back, we got
Can't
some,
make this shit up.
yeah,
When we
Oh, I
come
love
back,
it.
we've got more dicks.
we got some more dicks and something about Eddie Munson. If you guys watch, Stranger Things, So,
Oh, right.
there's something
Yeah,
about that.
Eddie Mutton, Eddie
Ed-
Van Halen, who
yeah.
looks like
It's-
younger
anyway.
discount Robert Downey Jr.
We'll be back in a minute. This,
is Nothing Yet Live.
man,
And
you're
yeah,
on it.
you
You're
love
on
it when I fuck it up.
No, I don't hate it.